People class, welcome to today's review where I'm reviewing one of my favorite droids with his companions. So I have to say, unfortunately, there are quite a few problems. It's like the sideshow Grevious where he's a complete figure, but he does not hold well to time. But mine, I just got secondhand and he is a little warped. So unfortunately, it's a bad start, but let's get into it to see why. I gotta make this intro quick. Firstly, we got Grevious, the first one that was released. We got Clone Wars Magnaguard. We got a tactical droid B2 standard edition, and then a commando droid. The main reason I gotta make this quick is because all these guys have bad tendency of falling down. So let's get into it. So starting off with my favorite droid of all time, we got General Grievous. So as you can see, this guy's blades are very warped. I originally had set them back with some hot and cold water, but that did not work. He's just kind of bend the blades enough, warp the plastic, and hope that he stands, which I'm pretty sure I won't even be able to put him back on the turntable with this, but I will see what I can do. So let's get into the articulation before I get into looks. His head has a little bit of up and down. It's mostly the rotation. Shoulders can go full 360 without a problem, go up to 90. No elbow bend though. I get it, but like, come on guys. He has a slight rotation at the abs. The main reason he can't go full 360 is because of the way it's sculpted. He has no forward crunch. Belay can go up to, let's say, more than 90. He can go back way more than 90 without a problem. Kind of looks like an S. And so if I seem like I'm trying to speed through this, I just don't want to mess with them more than I am because they lay on the ground or in a shelf. So for look wise, I gotta say that he looks amazing. I love the bone white color. The dirt that was put in after the painting was done on him, the clear sheen, just everything looks great. He looks like he was really ripped from the show, man. I love it. There is another version of him with a cape though. Just I haven't really found the best quality ones yet, so I haven't really found a rush or need to get them. But do know that they're pretty much the same, and I do have them in the box. Just the box is messed up in my closet. So I wish I could bring it out and show you, but I don't really want to dig for him right now. But for what he comes with, he does come with a separable arm or separated arms, 4 lightsabers, and a couple of ways to do it. So the real way to put in the lightsabers is depending on the hand. Believe it or not, each of the hands are sculpted differently. So that means that each lightsaber has to go into a specific hand so that you don't warp it and that can sit comfortably. What I mean by that is you get a case like this of where they can sit in the hand but like very loose. They come out super easy and then there's no real way to have them comfortably hold it. And yes, I got this from a just random lightsaber weapon lot, so it's a little warped. Maybe it's not really able to hold lightsabers anymore, but the main reason why you want to finagle with each, and no, these are not his original lightsabers, is just to really make sure that they're in there nicely. Like, yes, they hold it, but I mean, do you really disfigure to hold it when as soon as you just topple move or once, the lightsaber is gonna probably fall out? No, so please just finagle with it, work with it, and then he will hold it pretty dang nicely. So for the detail on the separated arm, you do get some nice mechanical detail on the inside. It's not really detailed per se, but it's more just sculpted in, and it does look really nice. It does have nice posability, so you can mess around with it. You can do some good stuff with it. It's not a degrading part of it. It's just that, like the rest of him, I have to heat him up and warm him up to be able to really pose with him and get his correct lightsabers, which honestly sounds like a pain, but I'll do it eventually, maybe. Now the tactical droid. I have to say, I really like this guy because just like I said in my previous review, he is just blocky and he gets to the point. He has a giant, I don't know, chassis for whatever, and then the typical droid head that they pop off, and then amazing detail going all around. I mean, the sculpting, the artwork, what they did is just, I love it. I'm not a fan of droids, nor am I a sympathizer for the Separatists, even though I know that they kind of got the rough end of the stick in the war, but I do like this. I do like the design. I do like that the droids, as I'll show later, aren't just based off the B1 Battle Droid. They each have their own flavor, they each have their own taste, they each do their own stuff, and then they brilliantly show it in this toy version. For the articulation, you get a full 360 head. Mine is a little tight. I like that. The arms, be careful because this is one long piece of, I don't want to say flimsy, but thin plastic, so it is susceptible to breaking, but you do good full 360. A elbow joint that goes way past 90, so that's great. A wrist that kind of rotates, not really. I don't know if it's supposed to rotate because this feels tight, but it feels like something's blocking the inside, so yours might be able to. Nice little hand detail there. The abs, or chest I should say, has a nice full 360 rotation without a problem. Legs can go up way more than 90. Sadly, no knee bend. It could have worked so well though. They did it in the elbow. I don't know why they didn't do it in the knee. Alright, and just a ball jointed foot, which I do like. I don't think that he needed ankle up and down. I feel like this was the best path to go with the droid. He does come with a single E5 blaster. He does have a hologram of someone being on call with him, but I don't have that, so I don't really know who it is. I do have a second version as well. This one is more of a teal green with more details on front. I don't know if this is a special one. I will find out for you guys, but I love it. I really do like that. I like that each one has a different one, and then I like there's a Kobe Bryant one as well, man. I love that the creators and workers on the show they didn't let, oh, it has to be such a basic whatever. No, they went crazy with the design, and I love it. Next up, we got the B2 Battle Droid. So the problem with mine, pretty much all of them, other than my originals, but I put back in their destroyed bots, so I can't really review them, is that one of their legs or both of their legs are very crooked. So if you buy these, look at the legs. They're just literally full things of plastic. There's no articulation in the knee or in the foot, so if it warts, it mostly warts at the shin area, so do be advised of that. These guys love to fall over on my shelf. Now for the overall look, I love it. I love the grime, I love the dirt, I love the shape, I love everything about it. The B2s were my favorite before I started to really like Grievous, and then I just kind of grew out of them. It's when I grew up I realized that these guys didn't really have that much pulsability, and then I don't know, I just kind of fell out of love with them a little bit. But I still collect these guys as an army builder, as I will show you later, and I gotta say that they're worth it. Again, just check the feet, make sure that they're straight, that they're good enough, or if you want to get a badly beaten up one for low and then fits it, you can. It's not hard. Just know that it will go back to its misshapen state after a while, like all of mine did. Not just one, all of them did. But for the head detail, it is stunning. The little red button, awesome. Little scratches, paint detail, wonderful, man. Everything on this is wonderful. I love it. I love it to death. He also does come with some wrist cannons, and he does come with rocket launchers. I just don't put them on because they don't really look right to me. I get it, it's supposed to be him firing, which for the posability he has barely any. It's pretty much just arm rotation, arm bend, pretty much just be able to do that. And this does fire pretty nicely, just gotta be careful it doesn't go crazy. And yeah, also if you do get these, make sure that they can fire as well. Don't get arrested out one. For the abs, he can bend down a little bit, go back a lot. He has full 360, no hindrances, and as I showed before, he can go up as far as needed with the legs until he clashes with the body. These guys are more just a statue, and real B2s just meant to walk or look intimidating as they're about to shoot. But I'll still say they're worth it. Now the rocket B2s. The rocket B2s are where I would say if you want rocket arms, just get these guys. I love the little detail on the side that separates them from all of them, other than of course a whole separate arm. But it is a wee bit limited. It can't go up, it can't go down, it can only rotate because this whole mechanism is just supposed to be a spring, which is pretty dang strong, so please do not aim it at your face when you shoot it. The other arm is the same posability, just rotation and all the other fun stuff. The other thing I would say is if you want to get these, also consider getting the Aqua version, because I want to as well, just like 2 or 3 of them. This is for a Kit Fisto and some scuba gear guys, but I'll say again, if you want RB building, do it. Just watch out for the legs, make sure everything works on him. He comes with another rocket head, and I'd say you spent your money well. Now for the B1s, these guys I think are the easiest army builders, just because some of mine were messy, so I was literally able to swap parts from the basic B1s from these guys onto these guys or onto other B1s, just because of how plain and simple they are. It's the easiest ones to customize, the easiest ones to bring to level like these, or some of the other ones like Tanker, and it's just, I think that these guys are the easiest way to get into it, because the clones are kind of getting expensive, even just the bare bones plain phase 1. But I do gotta say that thankfully I had 2 of these guys growing up, and then this one commander, I love them. But I'm gonna go into the commander just because he has more. There is a nice backpack. Ooh, do be advised about the antenna. Some of them, they haven't broken for me, but they do get worn down just because it's plastic. Then the head does have some nice detail, nice silver. I think it's literally just a glob of paint. Nice yellow head, nice yellow arm details, chest details, literally just everything that I want in a basic toy, and it wasn't that expensive. But for the articulation, it is a little limited. For the head, it's just only a small ball joint, but you can look up and you can rotate without a problem. Just do be advised that the neck, it is very weak. One that I bought is very warped, and his head is over here. The shoulders are just like the tactical droid, very, let's say, be cautious of them. They're on a small joint and it can break very easily. The elbow goes way more 90, shoulder can go 360. The grip on the gun is good. I will say you don't need a rubber band, but it's like if you really want to make sure to do it, but I just wouldn't, because you're gonna warp the hand, because it's all one piece, you'll warp the forearm. For the ab rotation, it is very nice, a full 360 without a problem. For the blades, they just go up, and just like the B2s, make sure the blades are straight, make sure that they're not damaged or anything, and you'll be just fine. I love these guys. I'm, again, not a droid lover, but I love that these guys were just easy to get while I got them, and now I don't need any more. And last but not least, the Magnaguard. So I got this guy because I thought that, oh, they're all the same, they're all from the Clone Wars, but no, this guy is one from the Clone Wars. He has a amazing electro staff with amazing detail on the inside. He has a real cloth cape that you can take off by just pulling the head, but that's how I was able to put this on, and I'm not really trying to take it off. He has amazing detail, just stunning stuff, with big feet to support his weight. But do know that the blades don't have any posability other than a knee swivel for some reason, so you won't be able to get such amazing poses, but you can balance them because of the hip, so that is very nice. It is a good strong joint, so no real threat of that. The wrist does rotate very nicely, a 90-degree bend, and amazing detail up top. I love the Magnaguard chest, so simple, but yet it's striking and promising. Head does rotate on the nice swivel. I don't want to go all the way around because I tucked the cloth under, but do know that you can get full 360. And let's get into the other one. So the other one is from episode 3, and this one I don't really like, even though it is pretty much the same. It has a solid plastic simulated cloth good on the left shoulder, so that means that the left arm is pretty much unusable unless you pop off the head and take it off. He does have nice detail, especially nice detail on the cloak, but my one problem is that his hand is extremely loose, and there might supposed to be electro parts on the side of it. I don't have that, so unfortunately I can't show, but the shoulder articulation is pretty dang great. It goes up pretty nicely, pretty high. The elbow can go 90 degrees in either direction. That's creepy. Of course, you already saw the wrist. Ab has no articulation, but it does have nice detail. The blades are just like the other one, but worse. All it has is a swivel joint at the hip, no ankle, no knee rotation. So he is very basic, but he's more shelf candy, or you keep him in the box candy. I almost forgot I have this one too, and I don't think that this one comes with a cloak, or mine didn't, but I have to say that this one is my second favorite just because of the sheer detail. I love this one. It looks so good. I love the chassis detail, and the posability, it's okay. I mean, the head is kind of on a small ball joint, so you can actually get a lot. That's sick. The shoulder is limited, but it's more just due to the design. The elbow, it does get a nice 90 without a problem. Wrist does not rotate, it is just a wrist. There is ab rotation, very nice ab rotation, full 360 without a problem. The legs can go back and forward up until they can't, which is awesome. There is no knee bend, sadly, no ankle twist, pivot, or anything either, which sucks. I would really love to see this guy be like the Commando droid where he just had everything I was looking for, but I understand you can't get everything you want in a toy. Sometimes they have to take a road like this. Just as I was about to put these two guys up, they fell. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Do please look at the legs. Make sure that they are straight. Make sure that they work. Make sure that everything on the B2 works. And maybe make sure that you have the tactical droid with his hologram call. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a nice day. See you next time. God bless. Peace.